Lots of political combat to get to. Obama versus Clinton, Obama versus Ferraro, and Hollywood versus the Clintons. Syndicated radio star Dennis Miller joins us now from Los Angeles. Dennis, great to see you.
Hi, Laura. Nice to be on with you. I just looked in the monitor and noticed I over-dyed my beard today. I apologize to all the viewers. I look like Billy Mays, that guy who's always hawking the garden weasel on the infomercial.
Yeah, the Just for Men, you really need to get back into that box. That's all I can say. What's going on with Hollywood? I mean, they had all these lovely sleepovers at the old Motel 6 of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue and all the Love Fest dinners in Hollywood for the Clintons. And now it's like they can't get their calls returned.
Well, I tell you, the earliest guy in on this, and when I knew there was serious trouble, was around a year ago when Geffen got off the train. David Geffen is the smartest guy in Hollywood, and the train was barely out of the station. He didn't even have to shoulder roll. He just stepped off delightfully, and I knew there was trouble afoot. The Clintons are now a sequel. The Clintons are Narnia. We've seen the talking lion. Iron Man is Barack. And that's what's happened there. They want to go where the heat is, and the Clintons are no longer hot.
Well, I like Prince Caspian, but that having been said, the problem here is that we had a split off though in Hollywood, right? I mean, we had Streisand, and you had Geffen, you had Katzenberg, you had Spielberg, and a number of individuals coming out for Hillary early, and then, as you said, Geffen and a few others, and then it started to just pour in. So I think the Clintons at that point were saying, well, I need to buy a vowel. What do we do?
The rest of them are all minor players. I'm telling you, literally, David Geffen, and anybody in this town knows it, is the smartest guy in this town. He dwells in the ether. He sees the overview. When he got off, I remember thinking this is going to start an amazing domino chain, because it's not McCarthyism out here. It's Andrew McCarthyism. When it's over, it's over.
And Dennis, the other story I have to get your take on is the sexism charge that Hillary and Ferraro are making. I mean, Hillary was describing her struggle, I believe it was earlier today or yesterday, like the struggle of oppressed women around the world in the Middle East, and I'm with them and I'm enduring this. What do you make of this?
Well, first off, I think Geraldine Ferraro and Eleanor Clift have to get a small business loan and get their hair together, because there's no reason a woman has to. There's no reason a woman has to look like David McCallum from The Man from U.N.C.L.E. nowadays.
Brutal. I disassociate myself from hair comments, given my hair problems.
Well, listen, it wasn't a sexist thing. It was an inept. It was an inept campaign by Hillary. Ironically, when she threw her hat into the ring, she threw like a girl. I know she was making a nice run for the Ovum office. She thought it would be over in the first trimester, and she had no Plan B cup. But the same men are sexist, out of bounds.
Well, but it's a threat level blue pantsuit alert this evening, Dennis. So you should be aware of that. So when the blue comes out, we're in trouble.
You know what she reminds me of, Laura, is there's that scene in Cold Hand Luke where George Kennedy and Paul Newman are fighting outside the compound, and Hillary Clinton's now like Paul Newman, you know, and George Kennedy's just, you know, whamming on her saying, please, stay down, stay down. But she won't do it, and I figured out the reason. I think if this doesn't work out for her, she wants to become a Secret Service agent for Barack Obama. She obviously digs life in the bubble. She likes being around that whole scene, and as we've seen from her and her husband, she'll take one for the big guy. She's very discreet. I think she'd make an ideal Secret Service agent.
Wait, Dennis, you're actually saying that the Clintons want Barack Obama to win this? I mean, are you actually, you have a lot of faith in the Clintons for the unity of the party, huh?
It was a joke.
I know. I'm just teasing you.
They want nothing less. But I tell you what, if he does take it this time around, she's already on to the next page. She'll be plotting for 2012. This woman, it's like petitioning to host the Olympics for her. The day it's over one day, she's on to the next thing.
Well, someone in the Washington Post today, Dennis, a columnist, said, well, maybe the right thing to do for Barack Obama if he wins is to put her on the Supreme Court, basically shelve her over there so she doesn't come back in 2012. And I'm thinking that ruffle thing that Sandra Day O'Connor used to do, and that ain't going to look good on Hillary. The ruffle thing is not going to work.
Well, I'm thinking that McCain might pick Hillary as his running mate. Maybe screw up the whole campaign.
Do shots again.
Yeah. Because she can deliver the Granny Clampett demographic.
Oh, man.
She's proven that time and time again.
This is brutal. I am going to get the email tonight on this, Dennis. But, Dennis, it's always so great to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.